They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hands. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of it.
Makes the grab on the left side. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Hand off from the shotgun. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass.
A full dive to haul that one in.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that? That's two really good plays in a row by this defense. They gave up a lot of yards to get down here, going their necks up. It's most important when you get in this area. Second and goal now, they get the big stop.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on second and long from the 17? To the air, it's Bradley. He looks that one in nicely. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He's going to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. They're going to run it to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity to be aggressive. Find those couple plays you like. Push the ball down the field. At least try to get a field goal here, Palmer.
That's it, David. Just a couple of first downs here could be enough to steal 3 points before this half is over.
Makes a connection. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Coming after it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback checking off. Looking for a man. It's Bradley. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Kennesaw State.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking for a huge play. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. The Hawkeyes will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. No huddle offense to the line. On the run, it's Francis. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Bradley. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Speeding down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Owls!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be brought down. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
To the air, it's Bradley. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Dumps it to the back. Ball in the air, intercepted! And it's going to be a pick 6. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only